Well, hello everybody, a warm welcome. So we've got the second look at our fabulous one-day special brought to you by Claina. It's so nice because I was chatting to Claina and she really is exceptionally inventive in what she brings you. So here is a lovely Claina. Hello.
Hello.
I always enjoy working with you. You always bring something different. Now this is an evolution on a system that you have brought before, and this is kind of like an expansion. And the key is the ease of use, because what you're doing with the dyeing, you've got that little eyelet, you use your brads, and this is the kind of thing that you can create.
Yeah, what it allows you to do, particularly with this set being the Christmas release, is it allows you to produce wreaths, whole wreaths with many elements in them. Where literally that is all held together. That one you're looking at there is all held together with 10 brads. There's no glue. There are some glue dots that I do mount it onto a ring at the back. Okay. And that's just literally held on those brad points just with glue dots.
Claina, these wreaths are incredible. I've got 4 words for you.
What's that?
Get in my basket. Because you see these, and when I look at these, this is a straight in my basket. You know, you see something, you're like, yeah, I need these. If you think about the amount of times, especially at Christmas, how you can achieve so many different looks. So genuinely, and I kind of approach shows as a presenter like I am a viewer or just watching at home, because I kind of think, if I saw this at home, being able to create these beautiful wreaths with ease, and that is a key, changing the colour tones, you've already got me. You're saving £10, $49.97, 2 flexi payments. Now bear with, because we are going to show a larger bundle, so you might want to pop that in. But look, at the moment, that's your one-day special. A third of the stock's gone. But here's the thing. Yes, they make the most beautiful wreaths. You can also make, look at this. Are you kidding? With your mistletoe. Look at that. Claina. Now, how hard is that to make? Because that, to me, looks like you spent hours and hours doing it.
Oh, that was one of the quick makes in the last hour. So if anyone wants to see that, they can.
You did the mistletoe in the last hour?
I did that one in the last hour, yes. So if anyone wants to look at that.
I love the mistletoe, seeing that here. Do you know, it's funny, because Molly, our director, last year, she went around Hochanda and she was popping mistletoe everywhere. Well, that's why I saw every time I was walking around the corner, she was there putting some mistletoe. I think traditionally, don't they hang them in doorways? Well, you should do.
Yeah.
Anywhere I seem to walk, there she was with some mistletoe. I don't know. Now, you could... Oh, by the way, what about this? Look at the beautiful candelabra and how you can upgrade. Now that's lovely, because you can imagine now decorating, think what you've got in your room, just adding that beautiful wreath. It's like a deconstructed wreath.
Well, the thing is, if you can do wreaths with them, then if you just don't join up that wreath, you've then got a garland. So then anything you want to attach a garland to, photo frames around your home, mantelpiece. Oh, obviously don't go near any flames.
Yeah, of course.
All the candles here today are LED ones.
Claina, hand on heart, I mean, I think these are brilliant. I really mean that. I was looking forward to doing this show with you.
Thank you.
You are very good. Look, I'm just going to show you the back of the packaging, because this is what you are getting, and it's worth... So, I mean, you are getting a lot of dyes, but it's that innovation of just being able to connect everything up with the brads, a few brads, and suddenly you've got something like that. Look at that. I mean, are you kidding? So beautiful as wreaths, but as we showed, you can do so much more. You can make cards, you can do home decor, you can make wreaths. Now, we have got a larger bundle, and I was just alluding to that larger bundle. So this is the one-day special. You're getting all 3 die sets, 41 dies in total. We've got the holly, you've got the bow in there as well. You've got the mistletoe. I mean, all your iconic sort of Christmas flowers in the mix. But then... Now, with the circles, I would imagine this would lend itself, obviously, to creating the wreaths, Claina.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've got the ring that we can build off, and we can go with that nesting. Sorry, I just forced my hand in there. But look, with the nesting, we can go as large as small as the die affords.
Well, depending on how many, I call them bunches, but depending on how many little bunches you make to create your wreath, depends on the size that will turn out.
Okay.
So, obviously... you know, die cutting machines will only go up to 8 inches, so you've got up to 8 inches there.
I mean, that's a good size for a wreath.
Yeah, for these wreaths I've made here today, and they're quite sizable. I think the largest one I put in was probably about 6.5 inches.
Yeah, wow.
So there's still room to go yet with that circle set.
You're saying, just before we move on, can you tell me a little bit about this?
One of my inspiration team actually made that, and the Christmas roses at the bottom.
Yeah.
I believe she's made it all with the leaves from the amaryllis. So how many times you put that through the die cutting machine, I really don't know, but that was Claire. Well, it's amazing, isn't it?
Your design team are awesome.
Oh, they're brilliant.
You're awesome, and I love this one day special. Look, 2 things I want to draw your attention to with the complete, because personally, and this is just me, I'd want, if you don't have the nested circles like this, it's designed to go with your one day special. You need it to build up your wreaths. Now, 2 things to point out. You've got the £5 saving with the complete. You've also got access to flexi payments, which we're going to show. And there's a freedom price. So that flexi payment, $39.98, that's pretty cool. That's a good price today for everything. But look what happens if you're a freedom member. $17.96, a £13 saving. Wait for it. This is your first. Now, come on. $35.98 today. You get everything. You're getting the one day special. You're getting your nested dies, and you can see the size of those nested dies that you're getting there. All of that, the complete one day special. This is the kind of thing that you're going to be making, and so much more. It's only the tip of the iceberg. £35.98. The amount of, I mean, that is an absolute showstopper of a wreath. So think about presents, think about, oh, actually, I was going to say, if we wanted to make to sell, we're able to do that?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I know, and I'm really conscious every time I say make to sell, I realise that not everyone is going to be making to sell. But if you were, and this was your stand, so you had all these beautiful wreaths layered up.
But I heard they're going to have Christmas again next year, so once you've got the dies...
You've heard the rumours?
Once you've got the dies, I mean, year in, year out,
yeah.
they'll be useful.
You really would. So just for the ornaments, so this could be hanging from the tree. You've got the mistletoe in there as well. We can make cards. We can do mixed media projects. The mistletoe, I think, is an absolute revelation. I love that. Then you've got the holly in there as well. Very easy to do. Or what about something like this? Look, so think about getting the most out of your sets. So this is your mixed media. We've got cards as well. It is just such a great, it really is a good one day special. And you know, if you're a regular viewer to Hochanda, when I endorse something, I do it with purpose. So I won't just stand here. If I'm really passionate about something, you know it's good. I wouldn't mislead you. This is a very good one day special. You have my word on that. Great prices, so whether you want to go for the one day special or the complete, once you see it in action, and I've been fortunate enough, I've done a lot of shows with Claina. We've seen the concept. I've worked with Claina before, and she's shown the concept and how easy it is to achieve such stunning results. This is a good one. Right, now we're going to move on. We have got some stamps and dies, another new today as well. Concept here is we're going to be mixing these up, right?
Yeah, actually you kind of need the dies with this set to complete the stamps.
Okay.
Because they're partial sentiments, so the die would either go at the beginning, end, or sometimes in the middle of the sentiment. But there's a PDF that will be going up on my group on Sunday.
Yeah.
That shows you all of all the variants that you can make with the stamps and the dies together.
I mean, there is and that is the joy of this one, is being able to really play around and create those different variants. So you've got a huge amount of variety to really, I think, inject something fresh into all your makes. So you've got large dramatic dies, and then you've got, I like the sense of scale as well. So you've got that impact die, and then, for instance, here, this is a good example. So merry, eat, drink, and be. Something, or eat, drink, and be merry. But I just, because I went straight to that one. But
that's Claina. She's actually from Poland, so that might be something to do with why it's that way around.
Maybe, but do you know what? I like this way round because just showing something a bit different, modern, contemporary. Or I just read it the wrong way. Do you know what? Molly, our director, loves it when I make a mistake. It's one of her greatest joys in life. Let's have a look here. This one, winter. Believe in the magic of winter here. Isn't that nice? Okay, so there we go. That's your stamps and your dies. Details on your screen, 555765, your item number. We are going to have a look, because we've got one more thing to show you before you go to see Claina. Now, take a look at this. This is your take a stand. Always busy. Now, am I right in saying last time we featured this, Claina, it sold out, the take a stand?
Yes, it did, yeah,
so
really quick.
Is this the first time we've brought it back since it sold out?
I think this is the second time I've brought it back.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, so you have got the take a stand, 5 dies. Brilliant to obviously create that stand for your work. 168851, your item number. Then we've also got the first blooming awesome die.
Blooming handsome.
Can you tell me a little bit about this one, Claina? Just coming up on your screen. So this is the same concept as what we're showing you. This is the
that was the first release. They actually sold out as well when I brought them before. So this is a new order.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is what I was using last time when we were working together, and I was making the wreaths, and it was like, you know.
Well, it just clicked. People at home, when
there just had to be a Christmas reset. Yeah.
It really did. And when you see it in action, so I'm going to hand over to Claina now, and she's going to show you just how easy the concept is.
Okay, so what I've done is I've taken some elements from the 3 different packs and done like a mix and match. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my little bunches, put them together individually, and then they all come together.
Amazing. Okay.
Okay, so I am going to be using my amaryllis, and I'm just going to show you how I get the 2 colours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my flowers away from my stems. So I've cut it once in green.
Right.
And then I just laid strips of cardstock and just cut that section.
Yeah.
So there's no need to cut the whole thing, you just need the heads. And then I'm just going to cut the flowers away. But there's little cut marks, so they cut away ever so easy.
Oh, okay. Oh, you thought of everything.
It's just tiny little pips.
Yeah.
So you can cut, use them in their entirety if you want. You haven't got to do this, but it's an option for you.
Nice. Just layering up.
I'll pop some glue on. Yeah, and I'm just going to pop them on.
When did you first come up with this concept? Did you kind of, as a crafter, think like surely there's an easier way to start building up these sort of statement makes?
To be honest, this is something that I did a long time ago when I used to design SVGs.
Okay.
So it's something that I kind of went back to when I was producing dies, because it's just so easy to create elements. Like I used to look at people that used to create lavish floral arrangements on their projects, and I used to think, how do they do that? How do they arrange them? But when you do them like this, if you don't like what you've done, you loosen the brad and then kind of
mix it up.
Rotate them around the brad and then tighten it up again. So you can't really go wrong. So hopefully I've, well, it's something that I found, a bit.
Did you enjoy making the wreaths?
The wreaths?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a real sense of satisfaction with them, because it's a bit of a release, a reveal at the end when you flip them over. But once you cut all your pieces out, the actual assembly is a matter of moments.
Oh, that's
okay.
nice.
So when you're putting your bunches together, you want to start with your small element first. So I'm starting with my orange piece. And what I've done on this, you cut the 2 elements and stick them together, and then I've just put some glaze over the top and let them dry, so it looks like a dried piece of orange. And then I've got my amaryllis leaves, so I'm putting them next. And then I've got some of the pine cones, and all I did was I got a, it was almost like a craft colour, and then I just swept an ink pad over it.
Okay. If you can just offer that, we're on the overhead at the moment, just so we can get a good look at it. There, that's perfect.
Yeah, I'll try and put them on like that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going for my amaryllis next. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to make sure that I pop them onto my brad kind of in a smallest to largest, so you can kind of see a range of everything. Now I'm going a bit colourful with this one. So I've got some nice bright green mistletoe, and I'm just going to load 3 of those on, because that's my main foliage in this one.
Okay.
In the other ones, we mixed a couple of different foliage together, but we're just doing the mistletoe in this one. I'm going to just splay them out a little bit. And then my last piece is going to be my connector. Nice. Now, this is your piece with the double-ended eyelet.
And this is where you start like using everything. You've got that double-ended eyelet, so you're starting to build up.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we'll do that again.
Can I just let everyone know, as we're doing this, 40% of the stock for the one-day special is gone, and we're busy for our one-day special. Details are on your screen. If you do want to go for the one-day special, you're getting all 3 sets. Just to remind you, if you haven't got a nested set of circles, we've got a larger bundle. With the larger bundle, there is a freedom price. I'm just going to flash that price on the screen there. So £5 saving, but if you're a freedom member, that £5 jumps to £13. And you're also getting access to flexi payments as well. So you've got this larger nesting, and then you've got all 3 sets of dies in the mix. $35.98, your first flexi payment today, and this is an example of what you could be making. They are stunning. So Claina, back with you now.
Okie doke. So I'm just putting my second one together there. Popping my connector on the back.
Okay. Watching you work, I get a sense of the satisfaction in building all the elements together.
Yeah, it's it just works.
Yeah.
You know, and it's yeah. There's no glue, there's no mess.
That's another big one, Claina, being able to do that.
You know when I've done flower arrangements before where you put a dollop of glue down and then you poke all the bits in from the sides, and then you push one in and it pushes the other bits out.
We've all been there.
So there's none of that here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we turn them over one by one, and then we open up the brad.
Okay.
And then we pop it underneath the connector of the previous one.
This is
and then tighten it up again.
Fun. It's that simple.
And then we get our next one.
Claina, this is awesome.
Open up the brad. Oops, that slipped off. And then pop it underneath the loop of the previous one.
And the beauty is you can deconstruct. If you want to change around, like you were saying earlier on, you just loosen that brad and then you've got the ability to reconstruct, alter.
Yeah, I made one a few days ago, and then I decided it was looking a bit sparse. I wanted to add some more foliage. Yeah. So I just went round, opened up the brads, put an extra one in each bunch, closed them up again.
Right. If only life
simple as
was that simple.
So this is the bit I like, when it just comes together. I mean, it's no time at all. And if you do have trouble getting brads, because brads are a little bit old-fashioned, I dare say, but you can just use split pins. In each pack, there's some little circles that are like brad covers. So if you haven't got the right colour of brads, use all the old ones that you've got in your stash, and then cut the little circles and just cover them over. No one will see them. You've
really thought of everything with this.
Well, I like to use every inch of the metal when I'm getting it manufactured. So I pop a few extra of those in because they're only tiny little, you know, brad covers. So
that is looking like a very handsome wreath. I'm loving it. Very full.
The cool thing is we don't know what it's going to look like until we turn it over.
You put these up, and this is the kind of thing where I could totally imagine once you get it home, you're going to be making these for friends and family. Have it on your door, have it in the room. You decorate your whole house. You're going to effectively decorate using just the one-day special.
Well, that's the thing. You know, like when you have a wreath on your front door.
Yeah.
Now you don't need to do that because you can have one on every door inside.
Oh.
Why not?
Why not? And then you can deconstruct that wreath, and you can use it with kind of like a wreath bunting around the candlestick holder.
Right, so this is what you were talking about earlier on with the circle backer that I made. So all you want to do is you want to pick one of the dies that just sits inside your brads, so it covers over, and then a couple of rings out, and then add your tag creator in, which is your small holes that come in that set. Okay. Because it's got the stitch detail around it, so it all matches. Right. So it all looks perfectly finished, and then. Or the other thing you can do is add the wall hanger in that comes in the Take a Stand set. So that's an option as well. I think Claire popped one of those on the back of her wreath there. The middle one.
Oh yes. This one here.
Yeah.
So how is that achieved?
That's in the Take a Stand set.
Oh, of course it is. So just seeing here, that Take a Stand set, which we've got back in stock, it enables you to put that little latch that you can just hook onto there. I've actually got the Take a Stand set. If I pop this down, I'll show you. I've got it here. So this is your Take a Stand set, and that was the die that we were just alluding to. Oh, let me show you. So that was the die that we were just alluding to.
So there's 2 stands and a wall hanger.
Yeah. So there we go. Nice. Okay. Great.
Okay, so all I've been doing is popping a glue dot on the back of each brad. And that's what we're going to put our hanger on with. It's nice because it gives you somewhere to hang it up, and it gives it a bit of rigidity as well, a bit of strength. So, oh, and by the way, I cut those circles 3 times and glued them together. So it's, you know, kind of like chipboard or whatever.
Yeah. It's rigid.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it. So I'm just going to try and make that as circular as I can, even though it's, I don't know.
It's got a lovely organic feel to it. It doesn't need to be.
I don't know what you call a 10-pointed thingy.
I don't know.
An octagon is 8, isn't
Yeah.
it? Okay,
Decadent?
so.
No.
I just want to make sure that I just don't want any of the work. I don't like any of the workings being seen.
Yeah.
And I like things to look just as neat on the back as they are on the front.
So it just hides our gubbings.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see what we've made.
Oh, look.
So this is quite different to the other ones that we made, because with the other ones, the brad went through the eye of the flower, but this particular one is on a stem, so it's a little bit different.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
And
you
the
could
oranges
put that on
are
a
just
box.
peeking out there.
A gift bag. These would be great on gift bags.
And then I've got a little bow here.
Yeah. So what about, Claina, if we did put this on a gift bag, but you didn't attach it, and then who you're giving the gift bag to, they could take the wreath off, whatever's inside is a little present, and then they got the wreath as well.
That's a good idea. Right, so just opposite my hanger, I just want to pop my bow on. So I'll pop that on about there. And there we are.
Oh, Claina. That is stunning.
So that's completely different to the silver one I made in the last hour.
Well, okay, that's exactly what I was going to say. It's the variety from the one-day special. I'm going to show you all 3 of these, and I'm actually going to pick them up. So actually, I'm not. I'm going to do it like this. But look, you can see that's the silver and white, so beautiful sort of magical feel there. But then, if I pick this up, we've gone for very traditional Christmas colours coming through. But you have got such a wealth of elements from the one-day special that you're able to introduce. I love the fern textures, the flowers, changing around the colours. So that's another look. And then we can go from very traditional to, well, it's another traditional one, but I love making the flowers a bit more of the focal point in there. You are going to discover so many ways to play with your one-day special. Those are the wreaths, but this is the tip of the iceberg, because then we can go and make something like this, your own mistletoe. I mean, are you kidding me? That is incredible. So easy to make though, and that is really the key to this one-day special. It's the ease of use. We've got another demonstration of how we can use our one-day special differently. And also, think about trellising, so deconstructing the wreath and trellising around the mantelpiece, or having a look here. We've just got a beautiful candlestick holder. Claina said, as Claina said, these are LEDs. But look, so just trellising around, you've got full, it's a modular system in the sense that you can articulate in any way you like. You can create your wreaths, you can create your sort of bunting, for lack of a better word, to embellish around a mantelpiece, around your pictures in there. This is your Christmas in one bundle. But not just this Christmas, because, so Kim, our producer, what she likes to do is she'll change her Christmas theme each year, so colourways. So one Christmas, we can go silvers and whites. Next Christmas, very traditional. We can change again. You've got that choice. Apparently, this Christmas, Claina, I've heard pink and turquoise is apparently going to be the...
Yes, I've heard that. Yeah.
That's what people are saying. But wait, I'm going to show you, because we've talked about it here, but what about this for mixed media? Still using the one-day elements from the one-day special. Christmas journals, Christmas cards. This is such a versatile set, and we've got to give another mention to the design team. So here now, just taking the one-day special and creating the most beautiful Christmas cards. Oh, come on, look at that. Or we did talk about Christmas bags. Let me just show you this. I really am a big fan of yours, Claina. I hope you realise that. I'm not just saying that when work. I'm a big fan of yours.
Oh, thank you.
I am, genuinely. Because I know, like, standing here in the presenters, you expect us to obviously be enthusiastic, but it's genuine. I really am a big fan.
Oh, that's really nice to say. Thank you.
Right, now I'm just going to tell you, and I just want to get clarification on this because I don't want to mislead you. We've got a £5 saving, and that £5 saving, Kim, that's on top of the £10 we would have had with the one-day special.
Yeah.
It's not. It is. Great. Okay. So look, complete collection. With the one-day special, you've got a £10 saving, right? Which we'll just show you. We'll break this down. So one-day special, you have a £10 saving, which we're showing you. You've still got access to flexi payments, and then you can see all 3 sets there. But here's the thing. If you go for the complete, that £10 saving, which you're getting here, is already factored into the price on the complete collection. And then you're going to save a further £5. And if you're a Freedom member, a further £13. So with the Freedom membership, and we'll just flash that. So in fact, Freedom members are saving £23 by getting hold of the complete collection. If you haven't got nested dies, you really do need these nested dies, because what they allow you to do is obviously build and construct the body of your wreaths. So you do need those with it, and that's why I think the complete collection is very appealing if you don't have anything like that in your stash. So there we go. That is the complete collection. I've got to tell you, with regard to the complete collection, half the stock's gone. A lot of you have been going for that complete collection, and I absolutely do not blame you, because just for the wreaths alone, I genuinely was sold when I walked into the studio and saw this, because I can imagine this on a mantelpiece, on the doors, on the front door, making these for friends and family, absolutely all day long. And remember, you're not using glues, it's just the brads, being able to construct, and that's when it jumps to the fun bit. Okay, we're going to get back to Claina. What are we going to do next, Claina?
Right, we're going to do something really quick and easy, but I think effective.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm going to pop a little embellishment together, floral embellishment. So what I'm doing is I've picked out some, I've cut my poinsettia in white, and then I've picked out some different silver finishes.
I like how you're alternating. Just explain that. So with the petals, because traditionally with the petals, we'd mould them and sculpt them one way.
Oh, yeah.
I think alternate.
I just alternate, one up, one down.
Okay.
And I think it adds a bit of adds a bit of shape, doesn't it? Now with my pine cones, I kind of bend the tips over my fingers a bit, and then with my nail, I pop the first few up. But there is actually another way to do it. If you've got a small ball tool and you've got one of those embossing mats, or even a mouse mat, you can lie it on and then just press over each of them into the foam, and that's another way to do it, and you can do them all that way. Okay. But for speed, I just lift the top few up with my nail.
Right.
Add a bit of dimension that way.
Yeah. You like those.
Okay, so that's all I need to do there. And then I've popped some flat back pearls onto my mistletoe.
Yes.
Okay, so again, we'll start smallest to biggest.
Right.
Okay, so...
see, when it starts coming together.
And the thing is, if you you know, because like you say, I've gone kind of up and down, it doesn't really matter what goes where because it kind of looks more natural.
Yeah.
Because that's how nature is. It's a bit random, isn't it?
And then being on the brad, we can twist, we can move, so you've got a bit of wiggle room.
So I'll go mistletoe next because it's quite airy.
Nice.
Then I'll put my, oh, actually I wanted to add some shape to my holly. But it's no problem because we just close our brad up and it holds itself.
Perfect.
It's like having a third hand.
That's a nice way of it. Is. Yeah, nothing's coming apart. Perfect.
Yeah.
Bit of holly in there as well. Are you a Christmassy person, Claina?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just a great time of year, you know, for families and people to just take a break. Yeah, I think it's brilliant. Yeah.
It gives an opportunity. It's a good opportunity to spend time with friends, loved ones, family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, before I pop that on, what I want to show you is this. Yeah. Now, what I did was I took one of the smaller dies from my DL nested dies.
Yeah.
And then I took the tag creators from the circle set on today's show.
Yeah.
And I popped one on each end. Now, each of those tag creators are actually slightly different sizes, but it doesn't matter here.
Okay.
So I just picked two and I put them at each end and just ran it through my die cutting machine.
Right.
Okay, so we've just got a strip with hole on each end. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to run it over the edge of the table. Just to add a curve. It's just the easiest way to do it. Okay, now. So I'm going to open my brad back up. Everything's held into place. I'll add my holly. Okay, and then go into one hole, doesn't matter which.
Nice.
Into the other one. And close it up on the back.
Oh, that's lovely.
And there we are. And then, in a drawer, I have a napkin.
Uh-huh.
And there you are.
See, Kim, my producer's saying exactly what I'm thinking in my ear. It looks special. It really does. I've just got another one that you've made, Claina.
Yeah, that's why I thought I'd do one in the contemporary kind of,
nice.
you know, effect. But yeah, that's the traditional one.
Look at this. And Christmas time, it is a season where you do want to make your place or your table settings look a little bit more special. I mean, imagine that. And as you said, Claina, Christmas...
And they're really quick makes as well.
Oh, so quick, but every year you're going to be using these. This is a set. I think this is going to be your go-to set because, yes, we can make cards from this, but home decor, you're always going to want to decorate your home. But you can do it. You've got such versatility, so you can achieve different looks each season. You can decorate your table. You can use the wreaths to decorate the doors. Then we can go on the mantelpiece. We can create our own mistletoe. You can even hang these in your tree as well. So the amount of scope you could do with one release, and it's the golden rule. We all present here at Hochanda, you will have heard us say, if you're going to invest in something, invest in a product that is versatile, that you're going to get multiple uses from. I could not think of a better illustration of that point than the one-day special. Just going to turn around and show you the inspirations because, so we've got the packaging here with the one-day special, and then if I turn that around, you get to see, and this is the tip of the iceberg of what you can achieve, but the different wreaths and looks that you can make. Look at that. And you decide colours, so whether we're going to go glitter, festive colours, traditional, reds, greens, modern, contemporary. That is a starting point. You will discover more ways to do it. I've got to tell you, one day special, busy, half the stock's gone there. Busy for the complete collection as well. Either way, you are absolutely winning because you are going to be creating something that is going to be a talking point. I absolutely guarantee it. I mean, I challenge you. So many of you have gone for the complete collection of the one-day special. This Christmas, please remember what I'm saying. Remember this thought, because you're going to have one of these wreaths or a lot of these wreaths and beautiful decorations around your home. Guarantee people are going to say, where did you get those from? And you say, I made them. And then they're going to probably ask you to make them. Okay, so that's one collection for you. Now, we have got another release, and it's building off of, this is where it started. This is the Blooming Ansem. So, again, Claina, tell us, where did the ansem come from?
Oh, that's just because the way we talk in Cornwall.
That's it. I remember you telling me last time. So having a look here, it's exactly the same principle. Now this gives you an idea of what you can make. So obviously taking you through the seasons. Yeah, this is nice. It was very, very popular the last time Claina was here and brought it to us. It actually sold out. This is the first time we've been able to bring it back to you. And it's already another very popular option on the show. So if you want to get hold of that, $42.97 is your price. 2 flexi payments of $21.49. Another one that is, I think this one is an essential really. This is your take a stand, 5 metal dies, and what it allows you to do. So this die, for instance, having a look, that creates on the wreaths or any project, it could be on a card. Do you know, like when you hang picture frames up and it kind of slots down onto the nail, it creates that effect there. But then you've also got the stands to stand up your work, and I'll just pick this up here. So there's a mixed media piece, but that's how you're standing it up, because you've got the take a stand. Half the stock has gone here. I'm sensing a symmetry with the show today. Everything seems to be half the stock gone, and this is only your second live hour, Claina. Busy.
Well, I'm glad everyone likes it.
Good.
It's great.
Well, they should too. Right, we have got something else to share. So this is a die and stamp combo. With the die and stamp combo, you can see that you are getting both the dies and stamps. Now, the way they work, the stamps finish off the dies. So you're going to find different ways to play around with these. And I kind of get the sense that the design team have had a lot of fun with them, Claina.
Yeah, they've made some absolutely amazing samples.
Yeah, just going to show you here. What about this? All I want for Christmas is you. Ah, see, using the stamps and then you've got the die. Or, what about this? Winter warm. Oh, is it warm winter? Sorry, warm winter wishes. There we go. Warm winter wishes. Let me pop that down. So I love this set, and it's just another way to get the most out of all your Christmas makes. $29.98 is your price, saving £5. 555-765, your item number. As we head back to demonstration, we have got our 7-day savers now. Only a few more days left on these. We have a Christmas card collection. Great to get the most out of the 1-day special and also the stamps and dies. So here, Jelly Bean, $9.99 your price. Say, well, look at what you would be paying, $13.99. So £20 saving on that one. If you want to pop it into your basket. Ooh. I tell you what, that, if you're looking for cardstock to start building up your wreaths and your Christmas makes, that is a great way to go. For $9.99, you cannot go wrong. So that's just one of our 7-day savers. We can add that to the basket. There are so many more, so do go onto our website and discover. We're going to be launching our brand new 7-day savers at 8 AM on Sunday, so only a couple more days left there. Can I just take this opportunity to say welcome to anyone who's watching? So I know we've got viewers across the world, in the UK, Europe and America. So wherever you're watching, you're part of the Hochanda family. Thank you so much for tuning in. Right, Claina, what are we going to do next?
Okay, what I thought I'd do is make a little gift card holder. So I got my gift card, and worked out what I did actually was I cut this piece using the largest die in my A6 nesting dies. Yeah. And then I'm going to score it. This is just a store card. Okay, so I'm going to score it at 2. I think this is right. 2 and 4 1/4.
Okay.
That's what I need to do.
Is that one of the Cool Cat's tools you're using? No.
Possibly.
Yeah?
Not sure.
Okay.
Okay, so I want it to slip in like that because I don't want it to be completely covered. I want them to see when it opens and what's in there. Okay, now what I did then was I cut some pattern cardstock, pattern paper with the next size down, and I thought, oh, how am I going to work this out? Yeah. But what I thought I'd do is do it while I was actually creating it. So I've got my border kind of even all the way around.
Nice.
So I'm just going to do it the easy way. I'm going to put a pen mark there. If my pen wants to work.
And look, the thing is, at Christmas, we give away so many gift cards. So
I think they're gaining in popularity, aren't they?
yeah.
And then for the top edge, I'll do the same. And I just thought this would be a really easy way to figure out what size I want. Put a little mark there. And because I'm cutting it in from each edge, I still get that that stitch detail that matches the rest of it. Okay.
Okay. Lovely. As we're building this up, I'm just going to give you a reminder of the one-day special, and we really are having a busy show considering it is, in the UK anyway, it's 8:40, so I do appreciate you could be doing or watching anything right now, so thank you so much for tuning in. If we just go back to, there are so many different things that you can make with your one-day special. Have a look at this candelabra. You can just see there how beautiful that is. So it is, and it's just using those connections. There, you can just see the little connectors in the mix. If I just turn that back, actually, can you see that? There we go. So that's one way we can use the one-day special. We can go on from decorating mantelpieces or round pictures to hanging some mistletoe. I just think this is brilliant. I know I keep showing it and the team are making fun, but imagine that hanging in your home. And it looks beautiful. But then, if I pop that down, we can decorate presents. So just having that wonderful winter rose on your presents, beautiful. And I love the little fern. And what Claina has done is given you so much detail in there. And apparently we did that in the last hour, so if you want to see it at 6 o'clock today, watch on Rewind. But then you go to your real showstoppers, and these are the wreaths. This is where it began. Obviously you can expand and do so much more, but the different looks you are able to achieve from this one-day special is phenomenal. You can see playing around with colours, the textures, no glue. When it comes to actually constructing the wreaths, all you're using is brads. Bit of matte and layering, you might use the wreaths, but you can just see that there. Love the change of the colour tones too. Magical feel. You've got that scope, so glitters. If you've got any pearlescent card, your glitter cards, mirror cards in there, it just shows what you can achieve. But then we can go from that to something like this for your card making too. So you really get a sense, when I say versatility, how amazing is this? Beautiful. All right, I'm going to pop those down. Claina, can we just give another shout out to your design team, because they're awesome.
They are brilliant.
Yeah, can you remind me of the names?
Well, the ones that sent samples in today,
Yeah.
we've got Hannah, who on social media you can find her under the Miss Haven.
Okay.
And we've got Claire
Yeah.
and Galina.
Uh-huh.
I
didn't want to put you on the spot.
And
Sorry.
Ali.
Okay.
I was just thinking, I'm sure there's another one.
Yeah. Okay.
Ali's quite new, but brilliant. So, yeah.
Brilliant.
Okay, so I've got my pieces, my little gift card holder made. So it's really dinky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to, this time I'm using the Christmas rose, which is actually a hellebore.
Oh, right.
Did you know that?
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't either until I went to design it. And then I found out Christmas rose isn't a rose at all, it's a hellebore.
Because I was wondering. So I didn't know. I really didn't know that.
Because it didn't look much like a rose, that's what you were thinking.
Yeah. Well, no,
That's
but then...
why it's not.
Okay. No, it is. I knew it as a Christmas rose, but I say it doesn't look like a traditional rose. Yeah.
No. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm using those little berry branches.
Yeah.
Now these little berry branches and the orange slice actually were just extras put in because I had some spare metal. And those orange slices, I think we've all fallen in love with them.
Yeah. Well, very traditional. You know what you could do is put an embellishment if you've made any homemade mulled wine around, you know, like cups, if you put onto wine, little cups or glasses, just so people know which is theirs.
Right, okay. So on this one, my fir branches are a bit long, but it's okay. So we've got that much on our brads. And I'm going to close that up.
Yeah.
So I could do, I'll have a look a minute, because it'll be poking out there, and that's too long for my project.
Yeah.
So I only want it about there. So it's okay. We can cut them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cut them just there.
I really like this sort of fern detail that you're able to inject. So I'd be putting these on everything.
Well, fir is, you know, fir trees, Christmas trees, basically. That's what we think of at Christmas, isn't it?
But I think you could use this all year round too, changing your colours.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Sorry. You know,
No,
the
I agree with
silence
you.
there, I thought I'd said something wrong.
No, I agree with you. No, I'm just concentrating.
Claire's like, I do not like this idea, using it all the way around, just for Christmas. What are you saying? No, but...
What is this madness?
What's this guy talking about? But no, genuinely, you could, if you wanted to make something a bit rustic or give it a home feel, because obviously it's an evergreen, it's around all year round. Yeah, that looks good.
It's funny how we think of some foliage just at Christmas, but yeah, like you say, they you know, a lot of the flowers and that are out at different times of the year too. So I just pop them on with a glue dot, which is and I had a little gap to just pop my.
Claina, that's looking good.
So that jazzes up a little gift card holder, whether you've got one or have a die for one or whatever. But it's easy enough to make one. Just slip your gift card in there. But it jazzes it up a bit because we don't know what to get people very often. So we get them a gift card and then we think, it doesn't look very much.
And I really don't like just plopping a card, giving it. I want to give it in a nice way. Could you do me a favour? Camera number 1. Could you just hold that to camera number 1 so we can see it properly?
There.
Oh, now look. Claina, that's amazing. So you put, do you know what I would be doing is exactly what you've shown. I'd make a card and then I'd put that maybe as a topper on a card that someone can take off and then discover their gift.
Yeah, yeah.
It's lovely, but it's showing how easy it is to make. And that is a beautiful, what did you say it was, the winter rose? What is it?
Hellebore.
It's a hellebore.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'm learning.
Yeah, me too.
We're all learning. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying this hour. It's been busy, and we bring you great stuff here at Hochanda. And I know every time we launch a one-day special, we really do try and bring you something that lives up to the billing. But I think on this occasion, Claina's absolutely knocked it out of the park. I did say, and I'll never lie about this, I'm a big fan of Claina's because whenever she comes in, she's developed a system. And this is just me as a crafter personally. I've never seen anything like this. The ease of use in being able, just with brads, to build up the wreaths. Now you're getting, with the one-day special, all the dies in there. So 41 dies, saving £10. But, and this is a big but, and I do understand that a lot of you might already have nested circle dies, which is absolutely fine. If you do, I'd be tempted maybe to go for the one-day special. But if you don't, you really need this in your stash. So just think about anyone maybe new to crafting, because what the nested dies do is they allow you to create the substructure of your wreath. So that's the back of the wreath, cut it out a few times so it's got some substance to it, and then you're going to be embellishing coming through. I'm just going to pop that down for a second and show you another one, because from behind, I keep looking at this one from behind. Now, at the front looks great. You can see that. But from behind, now look, you really get a sense of the depth of scale and what a difference the foliage makes, all those fern leaves going through. It's lovely. It's such a clever concept. But then we go from our wreath. So this is, and in my mind, I'm getting really in the mood for Christmas now. So thinking about decorating your doors, great. But then we go to our hanging decorations. Looks beautiful. Same concept. It's not a steep learning curve. You're doing the same thing with the wreath. It's exactly the same die set, but we're making our hanging decorations. then we're decorating. So similar actually principle that Gaynor just showed you with the gift card for our presents. But then we're going on to the Christmas table. So imagine this on your Christmas table. So you've got beautiful napkin rings, and then you've got here this around the candelabra. It can be anything in your home, just draping. So we deconstructed the wreath and just laid it around. It's such a good one-day special for the price as well. So whether it is the complete collection, I've got to point out with the complete collection, the £10 saving that you would have with the one-day special already been factored in. And if you are a Freedom member, you're actually saving. So with that £10 from the one-day special, £23, and have a look at the flexi price. Because with that flexi payment, your first flexi payment, $35.98, you get everything. Or if you've already got the nested dies, go for the one-day special. I mean, you've got so many choices here. Claina, it looks like you're going to be doing a quick demonstration for us. Last one.
Yes.
What we got?
Okay, I've got a candlestick here, and I just want to add a bit of foliage to it.
Nice.
Okay.
You've got about 4 minutes. That's
fine. Okay, so doing again like we did before, I am building up from my smallest, well, through the head. I'm using both the layers from the hellebore this time. So putting the green layer behind the stamen. And then I'm going into 2 pieces of holly, one coming at each end. Then I'm going to go into 2 connectors, one going each way.
Nice. As we're doing this, Claina, I've just got to let everyone know that with regard to the complete collection, remember this is the only second live hour of our one-day special, 60% of the complete collection have gone. So complete collection seems to be where a lot of you are heading at the moment, but either way, one-day special complete collection, you cannot go wrong. Okay. So
right, I'm just going to put another flower together. But this time, I don't know.
Yeah, we got that.
If you can see that okay.
Yeah, no, we can.
But I'm just going to pop that through.
That's very pretty.
The 2 connectors.
Yeah.
Because that's all I need really, because the holly is coming around.
And I kind of get a sense, Claina, that once you've made the wreath or any component of the one-day special, using the connectors, you can do anything.
Was that quick enough make?
Oh, what's so quick? Can you just spin it around just so we can see the connectors that you were showing?
Yeah, so I popped another flower on so you can't see them.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So you can't, so it's just 2 connectors that are curved like this. If I put it on there.
And I'm just conscious of the fact we always get new people joining us, but the connector is just part of the innovation of this release, because then we're using our brads, and what the connector does is allow us to, as the name suggests, connect the elements.
Yeah, you've either got an eyelet in the end of your foliage or a hole in the middle of your flower.
Right.
So, and then you've got your connectors, and that's all there is to this collection.
Yeah.
So when you put the pieces together, you're just linking them together with brads.
So just whether we're using the eyelet, the hole in the flower, or the connectors.
So if you were to put your brad through your flower, through your foliage, and then a connector on the back to connect it to the next piece.
Perfect.
Like for your wreath, if it's going around a spiral.
Really.
So it's easy as that. You're
very, very clever, Claina.
But the thing is, how quick was that? And there's no glue, there's no messing around. It's just quick and simple. And you know, you can make your home like really Christmassy. Just little touches around the place.
I can only imagine, because I know how talented our viewers are, and I see the posts all the time, and a lot of you do follow me on social media, so please feel free. You can follow me on social media, so I'm on Instagram, Yanis Morgan, or it's Yanis Morgan on Hochanda TV. But also me, we've got to follow Claina, because you can follow you on social media. How do we do that?
Yeah, my page is Claina Palmer Designs, and my group, if you'd like to join it, that's where the PDF's going for all of the variations on the Mix'em stamps and dies. That's Claina's Crafty Crew.
So Claina's Crafty Crew, please join, because we're going to put the PDFs, and that's with regard to the dies and stamps, different permutations there. There's going to be some PDFs, so if you've gone for the stamps and dies, you're going to want to get that, and it's just going to be a free download. Yeah,
it makes up about 30-something different sentiments.
Wow.
So, but I've listed them all out, so...
Very cool.
You know,
Great.
I like things to be as easy as possible for everyone.
We're just going to show you the stamps and dies. This is what we were just alluding to. So the way they work, and you really are going to be mixing and matching and creating something perfect to adorn any project this Christmas. Claina, I'm really sad that I'm not going to get to present any shows with you tomorrow. I've enjoyed this. I genuinely have. You're brilliant. Whenever you come in, and I really like this system that we're building on. I kind of get a sense that in the future there is going to be more. Am I right? I hope I'm right.
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
And
Really.
they'll all work together.
Yeah.
When I design them, I do the scale so they'll all work together.
Could you make a promise to us if you're watching? If you've gone for the one-day special, if you've gone for the complete collection, please show us what you've made. Show us your Christmas homes. Make sure to tag Claina in, Hochanda and myself. You've been great. Thank you so much for joining us. Claina, pleasure as always. Have a good show tomorrow as well. Don't go anywhere. Got plenty more coming up. Bye.